And that's what you've done too. There's nothing more to say. No more race.
I hope you realize this is actually how it is. Like, there's nothing permanent until they are an adult. Before that, it's just pronouns, clothes, puberty blockers to buy them a few years, to meet with a therapist to make sure that, like, they're persistent and consistent. But even that is not permanent.
Now, this is not the first time I have seen somebody use a little kid not wanting to get a haircut, especially a little boy not wanting to get a haircut, as an indication that they must be a girl. And I'm sure all of you rational people can see how stupid that is, because this is a common thing. But as a parent who would use that as justification to change your child's entire identity, you have to be honestly looking for a reason to have a trans child. You have to be looking for a reason so that you can be part of this trend and therefore be praised by left-wing activists as early in your child's life as possible. And you can argue with me on that point all you want, but it's the only reason that you could possibly be doing this, because you're willfully ignoring the fact that not liking haircuts is a common thing amongst millions of kids, and you're using it to justify changing your child's entire identity because of an expression you saw on their face. And therefore that must mean their internal truth is indicating who they really are, even if they don't know it themselves. And you're using it to put them on drugs that are potent enough to halt their entire physical and mental development. You're using a haircut as the go-ahead that you were waiting for so that you can put your child on powerful medication and you can start posting on social media how accepting and tolerant you are. I went to cosmetology school in 2002, and I've been in and out of the profession for over 20 years. I've been cutting hair for that long, and I've been cutting my children's hair their entire lives. And my boys are almost 12 and 10 years old, and they have never enjoyed getting a haircut. When they were little, they used to cry and scream, and it was just kind of really challenging to do. Now they kind of tolerate it a little bit more, but it's never a good time. It's never something they're excited to do. You know, they get mad when I have to tell them to move their head in a certain direction, and it's always something that they just can't wait till it's over with. They're not traumatized by the fact that they have short hair. It's just the hair cutting process has never really been, you know, a good time for them. So in this video, it actually looks like this kid is sitting still. He's being a good boy for the stylist. I can also see how he might be exhausted. If they're at Disneyland, they've been running around this giant theme park, and he's sitting down now, and now that he's having a little bit of a chance to rest, he's winding down from all of this excitement. So that's what I see in this video. So like I said, you have to really be digging to see this as some kind of indication that your child wants to be a completely different identity for the rest of their lives. How about you try this? Try accepting your child the way that their body was made. How about you try a little bit of tolerance for their basic biology and the fact that you likely have a child that is perfectly fine the way that they are. And that if you don't influence them in this gender craze, they'll be happy with the body and sex they were born as. I know that it means you won't get into this woke club and you'll miss out on a lot of likes and shares on your TikTok videos, but maybe start a trend of parents loving and accepting their children's biological sex and normalizing happy, healthy children who don't rely on drugs and surgery to maintain their identity. Just a thought.